Namaste. All well? No aches and pains? Okay, can we do the Namaskar? Well, we were on the subject of Jathiswaram, and we were talking about the first Jati in the Kanada Jathiswaram, Nritta of Bharatanatyam, Kanada Jathiswaram. Sa sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa. Now the Jati we explored it in two different options, the traditional option and the not so traditional option. And now we have this Pallavi line. Sa sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni. This. And normally the first Korvai is a slow Korvai where the gaps are kind of shown well. So the first Korvai in the traditional Nritta of Bharatanatyam style is very beautiful, where the stretched vilambit of the composition is, the possibility is explored, and the body control in terms of holding gaps, in terms of doing slow movements with clarity. That's the aim of the first Korvai which is done. So it's done with a very stylized kind of a thing, where eye movement, shoulder movement, neck movement are also explored, not just, even the gaps are explored with eye and neck movements. So the first Korvai is sa, that gap has been explored with just eye movements. Sa, sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa, sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa. So very slow, reposeful. Can you get up, Sneha? So the first is Tai, and then the gaps are 1 and 2. So it's Takita basically. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sa, then a Taddita. Ta, Te, Ta. So in all this, the Aramandi is the thing. It has to be really held, because what you're showing in the Jathiswaram is your strength of technique, and that has to come out in each Korvai very clearly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sa, sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa. So you see that also reinforcement of the same is also nicely, the balance and the symmetry of lines is brought out clearly in the first Korvai, so that you don't kind of, there is no camouflaging in terms of technique. It's straight, direct, neat dancing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sa, sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa. Takita, takita, takita. This is the other thing. Many dancers don't know to decode jatis. When you do Ding, ginnatum, ding, ginnatum, ding, ginnatum. What is ding, ginnatum? Ta, ding, ginnatum, ta, ding, ginnatum, ta, ding, ginnatum. Tadding, ginnatum, tadding, ginnatum, tadding, ginnatum. Very important to decode this, which many ta ding gin na tum ta ding gin na tum ta ding gin na tum ta. So if you know, this is the problem when the mridangist suddenly say adu vandu tad ding gin na tum, the dancers foxed tad ding gin na tum. Immediately Sankirnam. Then the respect to the mridangist immediately goes, because you understand his language also. You have to understand his language. He will not say tei 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 didi tei 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 didi tei 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 and all. He will say tadding innatum only. For him the basic is tadding innatum. So you must know how to decode in his language or her language. Mridangist can be female as well. So so must understand those. So if I say tat ding ginnatum, tat ding, here that's what we are doing here. So last part is all takita. Ta, slow motion, ta, ta, ki, ta, takita, 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 takita. You are beginning also with takita. Ta, ki, ta, ta, ki, ta, ta, ta. De, me, ta, ki, ta, ta, ka, de, me, ta, ki, ta, ta, ki, ta, ta, ki, ta, ta, ki, ta, ta, ki, ta. So this is the, do it to the music so that you know how it sits on the music. Now we got the kanaka. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sa, sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa, ni sa re ga ma da ni sa, sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa, ni sa re ga ma da ni sa. Okay. I want you to now create one Korvai for the first Pallavi line. Come. Fix the Tirmanam first. Normally, sometimes, many times it works when you fix from the back. See whether Tirmanam, what you are going to do the Tirmanam, and then see how much is left in the Tala cycle, which you need to fill up with other. This is a technique of doing it. And also see what you've already used, you should not use. That's another thing. Every Korvai must have some variation and difference in the Tirmanam. It can't be, now you use Takita, Takita is out. Cannot use Takita. So what should be the finishing? You can see, and then see the balance and see the number of Avartanams you need, and then work it backwards.
How long should it be? How many avartans?
8 or 10. What finishing are you thinking? So where does it start? Dititai, dititai, tai, dititai, 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 tai, dititai, 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 tai, dititai, tam. Okay, so this is the exact half. Easy way out. So you have 1.5 avartanams you already have. So you need one full avartana of Chadusram to make it 2 avartanams. So 2 avartanams you have. Now you need to work out something for 6 avartanams or 4 avartanams. 6 avartanam is also okay. Odd. So this is your thing now. How are you going to do the first half, which brings in good adavus, patterns, and so you already have 2 avartanams. So your ending will be sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa. क्या था तुम्हारा? दितिtai दितिtai tai दितिtai sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa. So 2 avartanams over.
Are we all thinking of the same thing?
Ideally,
So now we have
it can even be 4 avartanams, but it will be very small.
6.
Or you have to think of repeating this.
Right. Oh, 3 times. So that will make 6 hours.
It's just sparking off something. This is Chadusram. So in Chadusram there are many patterns that are set, which you normally use. Like you can use takka, takkitta, takka, takkitta, takkitta, takkitta. 5 into 2, 3 into 2, 10 and then 6, 16. Anything divisible by 4, na? 4, 4, 16. So what I am saying is that any of these patterns are easily sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa. I mean the Tala, but it will come. Takka, takkitta, takka, takkitta, 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 takka, tak, or 4 करके sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa. ताला गाया नहीं ठीक से शायद. It will come, definitely come. See, Kanak is correct na.
So that's 20 plus 12, 20 plus 12.
So then you have Mishram Korvai. Sa sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa. You can have one octave, or you can do 5 after that. Sa sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni. So 4 is the easiest actually. You can fit anything. Or even Jathiswaram here can just be used because आगे swaram में सारे you do use the jatis. So good Jathiswara adavus also can be used.
Akka, is it a usual trend that in Jathiswaram, in the Anupallavi, that Korvai is usually the Panchanatic Korvai, where you definitely use all the jatis?
No, not necessary. Depends on the song. Everything is guided by the song. And what you are doing before and after also. See, many Jathiswaram in many times, you know, the second half already has patterns. You know? Yeah, you don't want to then go counter, and those patterns you don't want to use before. Ta te te ta dit te te ta ta te te ta dit te te ta. Perfect. How many Korvai? How many Tala cycles?
If we do 3 repetitions of the Tirmana.
How many Tala cycles is this now?
This is now without, it's only 4.
Perfect. Let's see if it goes with the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sa sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa. That's it. That means 6 will not come.
We have to do 8.
Musically you need 8 avartanams because it's going in avartanams of 4.
So if we take 4, that will be together.
No, that's the same count.
And then
You need 2 more avartanams.
we add that. उसमें भी तकी
No, then that should be a pattern. Sa sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni sa re ga ma da ni sa sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa sa. Ni sa re ga ma da ni sa. Sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa. Ni sa re ga ma da ni sa. Sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re. एक ही बढ़ाया ना?
एक और बढ़ा, अभी 7 हुआ।
7 हुआ कि 8 हुआ? कर काउंट करके देखो। 7 हुआ मेरे ख्याल से।
7 हुआ।
1 more hour तरह मिली ना।
Then in the same pattern again.
तू गा राधिका। 1 2 3 4 सा नि पा नि सा रे गा मा दा नि सा. क्या क्या तक तकिट तक तकिट 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 तक तकिट तक तकिट 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 देन
We did 4 takka takita. We did takka dimi takita, takka dimi takita, takita takita, takka dimi takita, takka dimi takita, takka takita, takka takita, takita takita, takka takita, takita takita, takita takita, takka dimi, takka dimi, takka dimi, takka dimi, takka dimi.
so you must do then takka dimmi takkit takkit takka dimmi takkit takkit dititai.
Dimi, correct. 3 there are 3 takka dimis.
3 कैसे होगा?
Because of the takita, 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 takka dimi. ये एक हमने एक्स्ट्रा बढ़ाया है. उससे पहले it's ending here anyway. So we will take it.
3 है.
हाँ, so there are 3. But this is nice. It's a pattern there.
No, then you have to do, you can't, you have one ottu of takadimi, then you will have dititai tai dititai takadimi takka dititai takka. That's how to break it. So now you can see how, you have to develop patterns. You can't just string together any jatis any which way. Acha, counting is 4 5 3 2 1 something, and you just keep. So now you see, you did 2 mishrams, 2 tisrams, then again 2 mishrams, 2 tisrams, then 2 khandams, 2 tisrams, 2 khandams, 2 tisrams, then 2 chatusrams, 2 tisrams, then 2 chatusrams, 2 tisrams. So the pattern is correct. You're following some kind of a structure. And then you were left with 1 takadimi extra. You just can't do takadimi diritai. No, can't just add like that. What do you call in the language of the musicians, ottu? Ottu means जोड़. जोड़ कहीं कहीं लगा सकते हैं, गैप का जोड़ लगाते हैं किसी और चीज़, बट an obvious जोड़ of a takadimi cannot. So takadimi has 4, so you place it between, you do dititai tai dititai. So you feel you fit it properly. Please do the namaskar.